In the vast, silent reaches of the cultivation world, where the heavens themselves tremble at the will of the strong, the tale of defiance continues. Welcome to recap Renegade Immortal, chapter 491. Chapter 492, The Winds of Fate grow restless as Wang Lin stands at the crossroads of destiny, burdened by past karma and driven by an unyielding pursuit of power. Behind him lie countless battles, shattered souls, and the echoes of those who dared to oppose him. Ahead, an even greater storm gathers. In these chapters, the fragile balance between life and death begins to crack. Hidden forces stir in the shadows, ancient secrets inch closer to revelation, and every step forward carries the weight of irreversible consequence. Will Wang Lin seize control of his fate, or will the heavens once again tighten their grip? Let us step into the legend, where every breath may be the last. And every choice shapes eternity. Before the heavens could even react, before the gathered cultivators could finish a single breath, the eastern horizon was swallowed whole by a tide of purple. It spread like a living storm, vast, overwhelming, unstoppable. The sky trembled as thunderous booms echoed one after another, the unmistakable sound of space itself being torn apart by speed beyond limits. In that instant, every guest within the purple division felt it. Wine cups paused midair, laughter died, conversations shattered, one by one, heads lifted, eyes turned east, and what they saw made their hearts sink. Xianxia's face darkened immediately. The calm refinement he had worn like a mask cracked apart, revealing something far more sinister beneath. He broke free, and his cultivation. His voice tightened. Mid-stage soul transformation. His fingers clenched, the jade wine cup in his grasp crumbled into fine dust. Beside him, second brother, the middle-aged man, rose to his feet. His pupils shrank, his expression turning grave. Without hesitation, he stepped forward, and in the next instant, his body dissolved into a streak of purple light, shooting toward the approaching storm. Elsewhere, Bai Wei merely lifted his cup. He took a slow sip. His eyes gleamed faintly, and a subtle smile curved at his lips, as though he had long anticipated this moment. Not far away, the fourth sister, the one who had personally imprisoned Wang Lin, remained completely still, unmoving, unshaken, as if none of this concerned her at all. Meanwhile, the purple streak of second brother tore across the sky. His voice exploded outward, echoing like thunder across the heavens. Today is the grand celebration of the heavenly fate sect. His words rang with authority, yet carried a hidden urgency. Whoever dares to disrupt this day will be killed without mercy. He did not wait. He did not ask. Before Wang Lin could even speak, he had already declared him guilty. His hands formed a rapid seal. Power of Earth. The moment the words left his lips, a dense, earthen glow gathered within his palm. Yellow light surged, condensing into a mass of soil that twisted violently, forming a massive sandstorm. Like a raging dragon of dust, it roared forward, straight toward the purple aura in the east. But within that approaching storm, Wang Lin stepped forward, calm, cold, his figure atop the clouds as though the heavens themselves had yielded beneath his feet. The sandstorm arrived instantly. A crushing force surged toward him, yet Wang Lin did not slow, not even a fraction. His eyes remained steady, devoid of panic. In one smooth motion, his hand struck his storage bag. The restriction flag appeared. With a single shake, countless restrictions erupted into existence. They swirled around him, forming a vortex of darkness, a black tornado. It spun violently, roaring with a sound that seemed to tear at the soul itself. Wind howled across heaven and earth as the force of it distorted the very air. The incoming sandstorm collided with it and shattered. Like fragile glass struck by an unseen blade, it split cleanly into two streams, dragged apart by the overwhelming force of the restriction storm, then consumed. Every grain of earth was swallowed, absorbed into the spinning mass of restrictions. When the storm settled, Wang Lin stepped out, untouched, unmoved, his gaze locked onto second brother, cold, sharp. "You provoked me twice," Wang Lin said, his voice quiet, but carrying an unyielding killing intent. "If I do not kill you today, then I am not Wang Lin." His right hand lifted, one finger extended. At its tip, a thread of demonic flame flickered to life. The middle-aged man's face changed instantly. Fear flashed across his eyes. "Seventh brother," he shouted urgently, "this is Master's birthday. There are countless fellow cultivators here. Don't act recklessly." But Wang Lin did not respond immediately. His gaze swept across the surrounding crowd. Dozens, hundreds of cultivators watched, silent, detached. Their eyes were cold. No one moved. No one intervened. Wang Lin's voice cut through the air once more. Today is a matter within the Purple Division. His tone was icy. If outsiders interfere, he paused, do not blame the Heavenly Fate Sect for pursuing the matter later. Then he stepped forward. His finger descended. The demonic flame surged. Second brother retreated immediately, panic rising within him. He had already experienced the terror of that flame once before. He knew exactly what it meant. But at that very moment, Xianxia moved. One step, he appeared before the middle-aged man, blocking Wang Lin's path. Seventh brother, Xianxia said, his voice low, return to your seat. His eyes narrowed. Today is not the day for internal competition. Wang Lin didn't even glance at him. Not once, his finger flicked. The flame shot forward. The instant it left his fingertip, it expanded wildly, transforming into a massive blaze that dyed the clouds in a deep, ominous purple. Gasps spread through the gathered crowd. Demonic flame, some among them, those with experience, recognized it immediately. The Heavenly Fate Sect truly lives by its nature. Someone capable of wielding demonic fire is not impossible. But this man, I've never seen him before. Seventh brother, could he be? Wasn't Sun Yun the seventh brother before? Whispers rippled through the sky, but Wang Lin ignored them all. The flames surged forward. Zhao Xingxia's expression darkened. His hands formed a seal, his voice turning solemn. Heaven-earth mantra of freedom. White light burst from his palm. Rings of brilliance expanded outward, one after another, surrounding the demonic flame and sealing it within. For a brief moment, the flame was contained, but then Wang Lin's lips curled slightly. Explode, a single word, calm, unwavering. And in that instant, the world shattered. The demonic flame erupted from within. A deafening explosion tore through the sky, shaking heaven and earth alike. The fire did not simply burn, it detonated. From within its core, a terrifying demonic aura surged outward, wild and uncontrollable. Countless fragments of flame spun outward like stars, circling the white rings. The rings resisted for only a breath. Then, they burned, consumed. Within 3 breaths' time, every ring of white light was reduced to nothing but ash. Zhao Xingxia retreated. Second brother retreated. The surrounding cultivators fled in all directions, each using their own methods to escape the spreading inferno. The explosion expanded 1,000 feet. Only then did it begin to fade. Everything within that range, gone. Tables reduced to dust. Clouds completely melted. A vast void carved into the sky itself. And from within that devastation, Wang Lin moved. Like lightning, without a word, he surged forward, celestial sword in hand. He swung. A blade of energy more than 10 feet long descended, slicing through the air towards second brother. At the same time, the half-moon blade followed, streaking forward with lethal intent. The middle-aged man realized he could not escape. His hands formed a seal in desperation. Forbidden technique. Immortal demonic body. Crackling sounds erupted from his body. In the instant the sword energy arrived, he dissolved. His form turned into black mist. The sword slashed through, splitting the mist apart, but it reformed immediately, shifting sideways, attempting to flee. Wang Lin sneered. Without hesitation, he hurled the celestial sword forward. Su Liguo's roar echoed from within it as it chased relentlessly after the fleeing mist. But the half-moon blade was faster. It plunged directly into the mist and began to tear it apart from within. Screams. Agonized, desperate screams echoed from inside the black fog. Zhao Xingxia watched and smiled coldly. He did not intervene. Wang Lin didn't spare him a glance. He stepped forward, vanished, and reappeared directly in the path of the fleeing mist. You will not escape, he said. The black mist trembled violently, struggling to reform. From within, the middle-aged man roared in desperation. Today is Master's birthday. If you kill me, he will expel you from the sect. Wang Lin's eyes turned icy. He struck his storage bag. The soul lasher appeared. With a single swing, the mist shattered once more. At the same time, a figure was forced out. The origin soul. It screamed, and in an instant, vanished. Teleportation. Wang Lin's gaze darkened. Without hesitation, he swung the whip again. He knew its reach. Wherever his eyes could see, the whip could strike. A thunderous crack rang out. 1,000 feet away, the origin soul trembled violently. A deep wound appeared across its back, and celestial essence poured out uncontrollably. Wang Lin stepped forward and disappeared. When he reappeared, he stood directly before it. His hand reached out and seized it. Terror filled the Origin Soul's face. It opened its mouth to speak, but there was no time. Wang Lin threw it into the soul flag, sealed. Then he turned. His gaze fell upon Zhao Xingxia. "You are next." Zhao Xingxia stared at him. Then he smiled. "Seventh brother, you have killed second brother." His voice was calm, but carried hidden venom. "You have broken a major sect rule." His gaze shifted to the surrounding elders. "Disciplinary elders, capture him. Send him to Master for judgment." Wang Lin's expression did not change. His voice was cold. "Whoever stands in my way is my enemy." He stepped forward, straight toward Zhao Xingxia. Around them, several disciplinary elders hesitated. They looked at one another, but not one of them dared to move, not even half a step. Zhao Xingxia's face twisted. He retreated slightly, then suddenly turned. "Fourth sister." The calm woman lifted her head. Her gaze was steady. "I have already repaid your favor," she said evenly, 3 months ago, "and I even agreed not to compete for the position of true disciple." She looked at him without emotion. "Now, give me a reason to help you." Zhao Xingxia clenched his teeth. "Good, good." He turned back toward Wang Lin. Dark intent flickered in his eyes. "Seventh brother, I had intended to save this for the true disciple competition." His hands formed a seal. A complex chant began to flow from his lips. "But since you insist, you will witness its power now." Wang Lin remained calm. He opened his mouth, and the 1 billion soul flag appeared. With a violent shake, countless primary souls surged forth. Under his command, they charged toward Zhao Xingxia like a tide of the dead. At the same time, Wang Lin flicked his right hand. A beast trap flew out, transforming midair into a massive war chariot that crashed down beside him. The battle was far from over. Before the heavens could decide who would stand and who would fall, a shadow rose that did not belong to this world. Zhao Xingxia suddenly lifted his head, and in that instant, above him, the air twisted. A colossal phantom took form. It towered over 1,000 feet high, vast beyond reason, its outline blurred like something half forgotten by time itself. 2 jagged horns curved upward from its skull, and though its body was indistinct, a suffocating demonic aura poured from it like a storm breaking through the void. The figure was massive, its frame thick and terrifying. Along its illusory flesh, faint blue lines pulsed like veins of ancient power. Its hand, huge, unnatural, hung in the air, fingers tipped with claws sharp as blades, each one gleaming with a murderous edge. Its eyes remained closed, yet its head swayed slowly from side to side as if something within it was stirring, as if awakening was only a matter of time. From the neck downward, the form became increasingly indistinct, dissolving into haze, and beneath that monstrous apparition, Zhao Xingxia stood. His face had turned deathly pale, his body trembling faintly. The cost of summoning such a thing was clearly immense. On his forehead, a strange symbol flickered. Each time it flashed, the demon above grew more solid, and Zhao Xingxia's vitality weakened further. The moment this terrifying vision manifested, the gathered cultivators from every sect reacted as one. Shock rippled through them as they quickly retreated, unwilling to be caught within the reach of such an unknown force. Even the 6 ascendant cultivators narrowed their eyes, their gazes flickering with unreadable light. Among them, the elder who had remained silent for 7 days straight, the one who had only shown interest when Wang Lin revealed his demonic flame, the sole late-stage ascendant present, the head elder of the Water Cloud sect, his brows furrowed deeply. A single phrase escaped his lips, soft, uncertain, ancient demon. Even he did not sound convinced. Beside Jiang Tianzun, an old man spoke in a grave tone, his eyes locked onto the towering illusion. Fellow cultivator Jiang, could this truly be that legendary ancient demon spoken of in ancient records? Jiang Tianzun remained silent for a brief moment, his gaze flickering with contemplation. Then, slowly, he replied, "It bears a striking resemblance." Meanwhile, the primary souls sent forth by Wang Lin had already seen the apparition, but they did not retreat. Instead, they surged forward, continuing their assault toward Zhao Xingxia without hesitation. Zhao Xingxia's eyes gleamed with a strange, unreadable light. He raised his hand and pointed into the empty void. Above him, the colossal demon mirrored his movement. Its massive arm rose slowly, and its finger extended, pointing toward the same empty space. At that very moment, a complex, oppressive aura began to spread. It did not originate from Zhao Xingxia himself. No, it came from the fingertip of the demon above. The power contained within that aura surpassed ordinary spiritual energy. It was no weaker than celestial spiritual energy. In fact, it stood on equal footing with the explosive force of Wang Lin's demonic flame. Jiang Tianzun drew in a sharp breath. His voice carried a hint of shock. Demonic power. Wang Lin's gaze sharpened. Serious. Focused. Before him, where Zhao Xingxia pointed, a crimson vortex suddenly appeared. It spun silently at first, then faster and faster still. An irresistible force erupted from within it. The primary souls trembled, then they lost control. One by one, they were dragged toward the red vortex, unable to resist its pull. Zhao Xingxia's face grew even paler. Yet above him, the demon's face began to shift. Its color turned faintly blue. Its closed eyes trembled, as if they might open at any moment. Wang Lin's expression turned cold. Without hesitation, with a single thought, the soul flag appeared in his hand. He shook it once. The flag expanded instantly, its power surging outward. In a single motion, it tore the primary souls away from the pull of the vortex and reclaimed them. At that very instant, the demon above Zhao Xingxia roared, a sound that shook heaven and earth. Its eyes opened. What emerged from those eyes was something that could make all living beings tremble. Cold. Beyond cold. Colder than the gaze of those who had severed all emotion, sharper than the will of those who had abandoned humanity itself. It pierced through flesh, through bone, through the soul. Wang Lin had seen such eyes only once before. From the messenger of the heavens, the moment those eyes opened, the demon raised its right hand and reached toward Wang Lin. Below, Zhao Xingxia's arm lifted as well, mirroring the motion. But his expression was no longer his own. It was as if his body had been seized. Wang Lin did not speak. He retreated swiftly, forming hand seals with precision. Then he moved beside the war chariot. His palm struck it. A thunderous roar erupted. The spirit beast within, the one that refused to bow to any being, burst forth. Its eyes burned with savage fury as they locked onto the demon. It roared again, and without hesitation, charged. It did not care for danger. It did not hesitate. It rushed straight toward the towering demon. The demon's eyes flickered. Its attention shifted. It abandoned Wang Lin and turned toward the approaching beast, its hand extended, reaching, grasping. The spirit beast roared defiantly, dragging the war chariot behind it as it slammed forward with unstoppable force. The collision exploded with a thunderous crash. But in the next instant, the impossible occurred. The spirit beast passed through the demon's hand, as if the hand were nothing but mist. It plunged directly into the demon's body. The demon's expression changed. A strange, unreadable look appeared upon its face. Then it reached into its own chest, and, with terrifying ease, pulled the spirit beast back out. Its gaze fell upon the struggling creature. Cold, indifferent, it opened its mouth, preparing to devour it. "Evil creature, cease at once for this old man," a voice thundered across the heavens. It came from the main sect of the Heavenly Fate sect. The moment the voice appeared, the demon's expression twisted. Struggle flickered across its face. Then, it let out a long, reluctant sigh. Its grip loosened. The spirit beast was released. The demon's body shrank rapidly. Its massive form collapsed into a single strand of green light, which shot back into Zhao Xingxia's body. On Zhao Xingxia's forehead, the symbol flickered violently several times. Before gradually fading away, he coughed. A mouthful of blood spilled forth as he forcibly suppressed the backlash. Then he looked at Wang Lin and smiled. A strange, eerie smile. The spirit beast, once freed, did not roar, did not struggle. It simply glanced at Zhao Xingxia, then turned, returning to the war chariot, transforming once more into the beast trap. At that moment, from the distant horizon, a mass of red clouds surged forward. They gathered rapidly, condensing in the sky, until they formed the shape of an old man. He wore a red robe. His face was flushed like fire. The scent of wine clung to him heavily. A large gourd rested upon his back. As soon as he appeared, he burped, rolled his eyes, and shouted in annoyance, "What are you all fighting for? If not for your nonsense, would this old man be dragged here by that all-seer, that old skeleton, just to punish you? I was in the middle of drinking." Wang Lin remained calm. He reached out, retrieving the beast trap. Then he walked back toward the banquet. He arrived at a table, pulled out a chair, 3 seats away from fourth sister, his seat. With a flick of his sleeve, he sat down. Zhao Xingxia faced the red-faced old man, clasped his hands, and spoke respectfully. Disciple greets Uncle Master Qi Li. The old man squinted at him. You recognize me? Zhao Xingxia nodded. 2,000 years ago, when this disciple first entered the Heavenly Fate sect, I was fortunate enough to meet Uncle Master once. Qi Li snorted. Recognizing me won't save you. The demon spirit inside your body has only just begun to grow, and yet you dared to force its use. Just wait for your master's punishment. Without another word, he reached out, grabbed Zhao Xingxia. Then, his gaze shifted toward Wang Lin. A glimmer of interest appeared. He smiled faintly. Little fellow, your master thinks highly of you. Your senior brother here won't be competing for the true disciple position anymore, so you can relax. Then, he turned to the surrounding cultivators. Cupping his hands slightly, he spoke. I believe some of you recognize this old man. Today's little conflict between the Purple Division juniors has disrupted the atmosphere. I hope none of you take offense. Jiang Tianzun immediately stepped forward, bowing respectfully. Senior speaks too modestly. How could our mood be affected? On the contrary, witnessing such a battle between the younger generation has reassured us all. The Purple Division will undoubtedly have powerful successors. As soon as he finished, others followed. Voices rose one after another. Agreement. Praise. Soon, nearly every cultivator present echoed the same sentiment. Qi Li laughed, shaking his head. Don't praise those two unruly brats. Tomorrow, my senior brother, the All-Seer, will lecture on the Tao. I still have matters to attend to, so I'll be taking my leave. With that, he moved, carrying Zhao Xingxia, transforming into a streak of red cloud, disappearing into the horizon. Throughout all of this, Wang Lin had remained silent. He lifted a cup, poured wine, drank it in a single gulp. His eyes flickered with deep thought. What technique did Zhao Xingxia use just now? It didn't resemble a domain, yet it held similarities to ancient god techniques. From what that old man said, it was a demon spirit newly formed within his body, not yet under full control. As his thoughts turned, people began to approach, one after another, from various sects, offering toasts. The earlier battle had left a deep impression. Wang Lin had effortlessly slain the Purple Division's second brother, forced Zhao Xingxia to reveal his ultimate move. Yet it was clear that move came at a heavy cost. Anyone could see the backlash Zhao Xingxia would suffer, and Wang Lin had not even acted personally. He had relied solely on his treasures, though no one could say for certain who would have won. Qi Li's words made one thing clear. The All-Seer valued this seventh brother greatly. Otherwise, why take Zhao Xingxia away? While leaving Wang Lin with praise, those present were no fools. Cultivators grow more cunning with age, and those invited here were far from simple. In their eyes, Wang Lin was destined to become a true disciple. Forming connections now would only benefit them later. Thus, more and more people came forward to toast, to speak, to build ties. Wang Lin set aside his thoughts. He smiled, returned each greeting calmly. If he wished to establish himself firmly on planet Tianyun, then making allies beyond the sect was no disadvantage. On the seventh day, as the festival reached its peak, the center of attention shifted from Zhao Xingxia to Wang Lin. Wine flowed, voices rose, laughter echoed. Meanwhile, Bai Wei and Fourth Sister received far fewer visitors. Compared to Wang Lin, they seemed almost isolated. As night fell, the crowd gradually dispersed. Wang Lin held his cup, sharing a final drink with Jiang Tianzun. After Jiang Tianzun departed, Wang Lin's gaze slowly shifted toward Fourth Sister.